In the debate, he said, I need another term to keep doing what I did in the first term.
Mr. President, I was hoping to hear you had a new plan. But all I heard was keep spending. I haven't made any mistakes. But your spending hasn't...
There you go. There's a fucking political ad that snuck its way into the Drake's Crusty Couch. God damn it, we're not even getting fucking paid for this shit anymore. It's garbage. We weren't getting paid to begin with, and they fucking snuck in. I'm not even going to show it, but... So yeah, I'm not even going to show it, but I got to fucking mute that. All right, now we're ready to go. So yeah, that was probably the second worst intro video we've ever done. This is Drake's Crusty Couch with your host, motherfucking Drake Nelson, and with my co-host, the godfather of Reno comedy, Mr. Wayne Walsh, and a special guest, a good friend of mine, professional wrestler, Mr. Adam Thornstowe.
Hello.
How you doing, Adam?
I'm tweeting that we're live.
Sweet. Yeah, get the word out, because you probably have more attention than we do.
Just a little bit.
I got about 400 followers or something on Twitter, which means you must have like 1,000 by now, right?
Closer to like 13 million, but yeah.
I have like 28. It's good.
You're on like crazy Charlie Sheen
It's
fucking
like
numbers.
1234 to be exact. But someone said they'll watch.
Nice. Yeah. Whoever's watching, retweet this, and you'll win a prize that you cannot hold, and I'm not going to ever send to you. But you can have it.
Have a major
It's
announcement.
a lap dance from Drake.
You're going to have a major announcement, Adam?
Well, that's what I tweeted earlier.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't even want to know what it is. I want to be surprised like everybody else.
It's major.
Sex change?
I don't want to tell that story either.
Adam does have a really, some really cool stories that he's done on the road.
Yep.
Have you ever gotten to beat up Frisco Flame?
Have you ever wrestled
That's a
Frisco?
topic of conversation that often goes down on this show.
I don't think I've ever been in the ring with him. Maybe like Battle Royals or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
I saw Rick Luxury.
Oh, yeah, I was in that Battle Royal.
Were you in Orville?
PCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was,
Didn't drill him, like, have sex with him either.
No, he just punched him in the face, like, really fucking hard.
But the thing, like, people don't understand about Frisco is, like, you punch him, and then he gets back up, and he's like, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. You know?
Yeah, dude.
You don't want to fuck with the guy who's like, oh, you just gave your best shot to. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, hey, man, thanks. That was cool out there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I love that guy, man.
And
He's the most delightfully weird guy that I know.
I've told the wrestler, or the comedians, Adam, like, you can make fun of that guy, but don't ever fight him.
He's like a trained boxer. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
An amateur, I don't know. He had a bunch of Golden Gloves fights, I think, or something.
At some point, we're gonna set up a fucking fight between him and Marty.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Marty does MMA and
MMA,
shit.
yeah, like he fights professionally.
Yeah, Frisco won't tap either, so that'd be...
No.
Because I've sparred with him at the old Wrestle Factory.
Yeah.
He's tough. I mean, he's not very good. He's very good at being
But he's
defensive.
athletic,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't think to look at him,
He's actually strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm not
he's
gonna put him
strong
over
as
anymore,
shit.
so
There you go, Frisco.
Nice.
Just put you over. So, yeah, Adam, you've been wrestling, what, over 10 years now?
Yeah, next year will be my 12th year. This is the first time I've ever had a break. In the 11 and a half years, I just had surgery 4 weeks ago. So
Yeah, Adam's recovering from soldier surgery. Now, was that like an accumulation of a bunch of small injuries?
I originally had the same injury when I was like 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
I was a gymnast, and then it was fine for the next, 13 years, and then same thing, tore the labrum, and they shaved some of my collarbone off, so I think it was due to bodybuilding and just wrestling.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Being stupid.
Yeah, there's luckily Adam's one of the only guys on the indie scene with some health insurance.
Yeah.
So
How did you swing that?
Well, I have a career, unlike most wrestlers.
Yeah.
I have a career that supports my wrestling habit. I work in surgery over at Renown.
Oh, nice.
So, and my wife's a nurse, so I'm well taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
He's like one of the only guys on the indie scene that like has a great full-time job and can make his car payments, and you know what I mean? He just bought a fucking nice house and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm proud of that.
Oh man,
nice.
I got shit housed at his housewarming party. It was fucking awesome.
I think Beth got worse than you.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
She got hammered drunk.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh yeah.
It was, first night I think I hung out with her.
Yeah. She's cool, man.
She's family.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool aspect to my life right now, man. Like, I would always like talk shit a little bit to both of you guys because you guys are both married, and you'd say some shit like, "Yeah, it's cool to be married to my best friend," and I'm like, "You fucking fags," or you know what I mean? Like, I just never thought that could be possible, but I'm fucking dating my best friend. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Yep.
My best friend sucks my dick.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
Wayne.
a good way to keep her your best friend.
Oh yeah. Well, she loves it. No, you talk to her and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I totally suck his dick."
That's weird.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, yeah, man. So, Adam was also one of the owners of the Reno Wrestle Factory, which is a company that a couple of us started a couple years ago.
Nice.
I don't really own any of it anymore.
Yeah, but your name's on it. You're associated with it and shit.
Yeah,
right?
I just, I don't know. I'm really busy.
Oh, yeah.
So, unfortunately, I can't be at the school like I'd like to, and I'm not a very patient person. A good friend of mine and yours, Drake, Zach Reeb, once put a perspective in wrestling. If you can't jump up on the second rope and then jump off of it, I don't want anything to do with you.
Right.
Because you're not athletic.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know.
Wayne, I totally hear you like breathing in the mic when you're not talking. It sounds like you're getting ready to come on somebody's face or something.
This is one of those.
Yeah. Have you ever been came on in your wrestling career, Adam?
No, but I've shit my pants a couple times.
Real quick, I want to show this video that
Do it.
me and my buddy put together a couple years ago, and this was one of my favorite series of wrestling matches. That
I have to speak up.
Oh, go ahead.
Steve Piankowski says to speak up.
Well, I just turned your mic up a little bit.
Well,
so.
thanks. Text me if that's better, Steve.
I just thought you were being quiet at first, and I was like, "Oh, his thing's down a little bit, so I should turn that on." Thanks, Big Steve.
Yeah, Paul Isadora.
Big Paul Isadora.
That's a big shout out.
Before we go into the video, I got a really cool story to tell about Paul. Wayne, he's like a big 7-foot wrestler, right? He's a former professional basketball player, played for UNR, then he played over in Europe. Like, the guy's a super athlete, you know?
And China.
Nice.
And China, yeah. He's played all over the place, and he's like a super athlete. And this one time we were on the road, and I was living in Antioch at the time, and all the guys came over to our house. We had like this crazy wrestling house that everybody would party at and shit.
Yeah, I saw a video of that shit.
Yeah. And
ridiculous.
so Big Paul had won a contract to go wrestle in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Every year Harley Race does this camp, and there are promoters from Japan there and whatnot. So Big Paul is going to Japan. He ended up turning it down because he had the birth of his daughter. But to celebrate him going to Japan, we were like, I decided after we were already drunk that we should do sake bombs. You know what a sake bomb is, right?
Know what it is, never done it.
Yeah. For those of you listening that don't know, a sake bomb is you take some fucking sake, and then, which is, I think it's like a wine or something. It's a Japanese wine
Is
or
that
whatever.
like a rice wine?
Yeah, yeah. And you drop it in some Japanese beer. So we start doing this at like 2 a.m. or something. Like, it's a bright idea at 2 a.m. So we drink a whole bottle and get shit hammered drunk. Fucking, I'm destroyed. I'm puking all over the house.
And me.
Yeah, and Adam had went up to my bed to sleep. Now, we grow pretty close on the wrestling business, and we spent so much time in hotel rooms. Sometimes you got to share her bed. Adam's one of the only guys like that trusted, we had enough of a bond to fucking sleep together.
This was before he told me that I could have seduced him.
Yeah, that's right. So I go into my bedroom to pass out, and Adam, would you like to take over on this part? Because you tell it way better than I do.
Yeah, I'm very angry at this point, too, because I'm just fucking cranky. I think I was dieting and not drinking at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I diet, I just quit drinking, which is really bad on the rebound when I start drinking for everybody. But Drake finally crawls in bed, and he's making all this fucking noise. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And he's laying flat like this, and I kind of look over. I'm like, oh, man, he's fucking sick, whatever. He sits up real quick like the fucking Undertaker, looks over at me and goes, "Bleh!" and pukes. And I'm like, man, you're puking on me. And he says, I know. And he gets up and he pukes in his laundry basket into his underwear. And then he proceeds to go into the shower, and there's some girl at Rick's house that was like taking care of all the wrestlers, and like he's in the shower yelling at her because she's trying to clean him, and he's all messy, but he was just being so mean to this girl. Like, hey, get in here and wash my ass, bitch. And I'm puked on. I'm angry, but at least it was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, so I'm annihilating the upstairs with vomit.
So is there video of this?
No.
No.
Is this what we're
There's
setting
not
up?
of this
Damn
one.
it!
No. Here's a picture of Paul, by the way. So he's 7 foot. His dad's about 6'5".
Wow.
So you can see how much bigger he is than his pops, who's about 6'5",
His mom's
6'6".
pretty tall.
Yeah, but I mean, he had like crazy genetics.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's downstairs shit-faced, and he had shit all over the bathroom. Like, it wasn't even close to being in, like, the whole rim of the toilet was just covered in shit. So the next day we had to be in Sacramento, so all the other boys leave us there, and it's just me and Steve. Steve wakes me up, he bangs on my door, he's like, hey, Drake, guess what? Just shit my pants. And he moons me, right? And his ass is covered in shit.
Mud butt.
Yeah, so we had
my
destroyed
God.
this house. And we had a 3-level house, right, Wayne? So, like, the top of the house smelled like nothing but vomit. And then the bottom half of the house smelled like shit. But if you were in the middle, you'd get them both. You know what I mean? It was like this sandwich of fucking bile and disgust.
God.
Oh, yeah, it was really bad. So, that's a quick little story.
But he's a hell of a wrestler.
Oh,
and
fuck
more than
yeah.
that, he's a hell of a businessman for the Reno Wrestle Factory.
Oh, yeah.
So
Good dude.
he
So
does a lot of good stuff for me.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Now, most of you guys met in the Bay, right?
Here's another
Or
picture
the
of
Bay
Steve.
Area or whatever. And then
I originally met Drake, but I don't remember meeting him because I was a huge asshole to him in 2000 or 2001
2001.
in Yuba City.
I was training to wrestle, and Adam had been wrestling for like a year or something.
No, I was still training if I was
Were
at the
you?
work
Yeah.
farm.
But he already had an ego like he was this fucking 19-year-old macho man Randy Savage. And he was ripped at 19, 20, you know. And he fucking knew it. And I met him at the work farm out in Yuba City. And yeah, I thought he was a complete dick. But we kind of became close and buddies years later in like 2007 or something.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is like a lot of you guys met in California, but then ended up kind of coming to Reno as a group. Or?
Like, well, if like the wrestling territory that is kind of the scene out here it's called Northern California, NorCal, right? So because there was never really any wrestling going on here in Reno,
Right.
so the Reno boys would hit the road and go to L.A. and San Francisco and Sacramento and Oregon or whatever.
Like the NorCal guys are extended family I met, but I trained with all the guys that live in Reno.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those guys, I mean, I even backyard wrestled with those guys when I was 16, 17, and then a guy opened a wrestling school in Reno that we all went to because I was originally going to go to the Bay Area to get trained.
Yeah.
But at All Pro Wrestling, but Coastal Pro Wrestling opened in Reno, so I did that. And then met all those guys anyway, and they're all family, so
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, a lot of miles on the road. Like we would do 3-4 shots sometimes, 2 a night, fucking getting their heads. Well, I technically I only had about 1 or 2 matches, but my thing was videography. Like I went to school for video and shit. And I was on the road with my cameras and fucking tripods and duct tape, and me and a buddy of mine would shoot the matches and fucking make television shows out of it.
Yeah, and Tom Bocci, I want all my fucking footage.
That old shit's gone. But I want to show this video real quick that we did. This was the Supreme 7 series, which is a series of matches that SPW in Sacramento does every year. And
they finally stopped, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but,
I think last year.
Okay. That's probably a good idea. But
it's run its course.
Yeah, right. But I don't think anybody could touch this series that Rick Luxury and Adam Thornstowe did. This is about 2007, so I want to show this clip real quick.
War fuels the wrath. Glory will reign. For everlasting destruction, my territory shall remain. Wrestling personified Rick Luxury, the Rock Legend Scum, Adam Thornstowe, the Supreme 7 Series.
Whose voice is that, by the way?
That's Tom Bocci.
I'm gonna make you bleed like a stuck pig. Ever since the day one of training, it's been me against you. You won the right to go one-on-one for 7 straight matches with the Rock Legend Scum. Competing to be the best.
When men go to war, only one thing is certain. One will prevail. One will lose.
Are you sure that's Bocci's voice?
That part was mine. But yeah, we would do videos like that with a couple of fucking mini DV cameras and
nice.
You know, do the voiceovers in my living room and shit. So yeah, but that was one of my favorite series of matches I was ever associated with. There's a couple like spots in that series that were real fucking dangerous. Like in the they had an hour-long iron match. That's like the main event. That's the culmination of the series, right, Wayne? And at one point, he had stuffed Rick Luxury's head in between his steel chair, right, and put a flower pot, like a big ceramic flower pot on his head, and jumped off the top rope and smashes the pot, right? Well, a piece of the ceramic pot, like, clipped his neck, and he started gushing fucking blood.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and obviously this part, like, wasn't planned or whatever. You know what I mean? So, everybody's freaking out because it's like there's a pool of blood starting and shit. So fucking they just took some duct tape or some athletic tape and wrapped it around his head like an old school dentist. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like around the head, over the head. And then he just continued the match. And then later on in the match...
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, these guys are fucking tanks, man. Later on in the match, Adam's on a table, fucking knocked out, right? And then Rick Luxury climbs a ladder, climbs onto a fucking basketball hoop.
I saw that,
right.
Kind of.
Jumps off, smashes through Adam. His head hits the fucking ground, and he's got like a 4-inch gash on his head. Yeah, same thing. Everybody comes out, pool of blood, and fucking we just taped his ass up and was like, let's go, keep going. And the
Rick
fans were going ape shit. It was crazy.
We wound up with like the same. He had got stitches, and I got staples, but he had like 8 stitches, and I had like 8 staples.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
At the end of the day, like, I just remember doing that, and this guy wrestled as the Big Ugly came over to check on me. I'm like, am I okay? He's like, no, you're fucking bleeding really bad, which is like the worst thing you can tell anyone who can't see the wound.
And that's the thing about
fuck.
Yeah, Big Ugly's a veteran. You don't want to hear that from him. You want to, oh yeah, that's no problem, man.
Yeah, you know, old cut, you're good.
Yeah, But he's like, no, you're fucked. I can see your brain.
So.
Yeah, we had some pretty good times.
Yeah, a lot of Drake's videos got me shots with the WWE, and tapes have been sent over to Japan that he's edited and put together for me that I never would have gotten those opportunities had that not,
That's the thing is there's a lot of guys on the indie scene with a video camera and a tripod, and they think they know how to shoot wrestling, but it's like, since I was trained in wrestling, on top of the fact that I was a fan, like, nobody could touch my shit.
And you went to school for that.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
It's different when you have one camera versus 3 or 4 cameras,
yeah.
and someone knows how to edit something.
Yeah. I was at the point where, like, I would shoot certain moves a certain way. I'd be like, this is the correct way to shoot a suplex. This is the correct way to shoot a body slam. When guys are hitting the ropes, like,
right.
This is how you do it. You know what I mean? I would create little templates, and it was funny because, like, the WWE started ripping off some of my shit. Like, I noticed some of their shit would change. You know what I mean? Like, they only shoot a couple different ways now. And the old NXT that they had, there was a guy on the exact same angle that we used to shoot at, like having a guy on the apron with a camera. I was like, what the fuck, man? When did they start doing this shit, And they'll never, like, you never, it's the same thing with comedy. That's what I like about comedy and wrestling is there's a lot of similarities. So it's like in wrestling, if you have a certain move and somebody takes your move and puts it on TV, it's now their move. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's the same thing in comedy. If you have a joke and some Carlos Mencia motherfucker walks in the room and takes it, it's now his. So, yeah, wrestling and comedy, a lot of same shit. And wrestling taught me a lot about comedy, man. For one, just being in a van with like 9 other really funny dudes, makes you stay on your game. Like,
I think that's what it was too. Was part of it. We all just kept telling Drake, "Man, you're funny. You should grab a mic and tell this to people who haven't heard the joke 36 times on the same fucking trip." At this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's still kind of funny, but.
Somebody was telling me it might have been Big Steve. He's like, yeah, you just tell the same shit that you told us for years in the van.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's true. Like, there's some of the stories, like throwing the shit out the window and fucking stuffing my thumb up that girl's ass, and her dad comes home. Like, I had told the wrestlers that shit for years.
Nice.
I wish I still had the drunken night at the Fat Cat when you had to make yourself throw up.
Oh, yeah.
That video.
Oh, fucking. I got hammered.
He looks scary, man. And
oh, yeah. You had that on your phone for months, too.
I did, and then I updated the iPhone, and it took away all my media, as usual.
I know there's a picture of me on Facebook
that
night. Well, because
it looks like he's sweaty, but it's actually vomit. Like he's glazed in vomit, and looks like he just shaved his head. He looks like a fucking psychopath.
Oh yeah. Well, we were on the road for a couple days.
Yeah.
And I think
we ended at the Fat Cat, which is a bar that you wrestle at. So if you're not wrestling, or some of the guys, if they are wrestling, they just get drunk anyway. And
that's what I did.
I don't care if people get drunk after the match. I just don't want to get in there with any drunks. I don't need to be paralyzed anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
But
now there's some picture. Let's see if I can find it where, like, I was filming for some reason that night, or I just had a camera and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start filming shit. And like, there was a cage match. I fucking get in the ring, like, with the camera. I'm fucking shithouse drunk, But I want to find, there's this one picture of myself at this fucking venue that night, and I'm so hammered. And I'm holding a camera like a fucking douchebag.
Glazed in puke holding a camera.
That was on the side of the road, and then we go to IHOP after all this happens, and he's still drunk, and he's walking back in the kitchen, literally getting fucking people's orders. And
oh yeah, I started delivering food.
I thought it was funny that we would put salt in his water for when he came and sits back down, and like, that was the thing that pushed him over the edge. Salt in his water. He takes a sip, And he looks at everybody. Salt? Salt in my water? My water? Salt? And he fucking throws it in the restaurant. And I'm like, I don't even have my pancakes yet. I'm fucking starving. Salt?
Oh yeah,
like,
I was
so
fucking
offended.
pissed.
Like a little bit of salt was really gonna hurt you, Drake. You know.
I know. After the 10
so
pounds of
mean.
shit that I was about to eat anyway.
But it was fun.
I got
I like sometimes because like my tag team partner Luster's real reserved a lot of times when we're in public, but he doesn't look like he should be because he's like 6'4", 230, big mohawk, huge chops, and I just like when he just gets embarrassed when Drake does that stuff. He's real reserved, sits down, puts his fucking hands or face in his hands. And
one time, Adam and I were coming back from the Bay to Reno, and we stopped at Jack in the Box in Sacramento, and some poor kid was getting job interviewed, like at Jack in the Box. So I start fucking with him, and I get behind the manager, right? The manager can't see me, and I'm mooning the kid. You know what I mean? I'm showing him my fucking ass, right? Then the manager will get up, and we were just like, yeah, man, what do you think? You think you're going to get the job? And he's like, oh, yeah. But, yeah, I used to, because I get bored, and I still get bored, like, in everyday life. So, like, when we were on the road doing the wrestling shit, like, I would try and walk in the kitchen and see how long it would take for them to throw me out. Or I used to order fucking mystery meals. You know what I mean? Because, like, we'd constantly go to Denny's and IHOP in the same type of places. So I got tired of looking at the menu, so I would just tell the waitress, like, do me a favor, you pick something out and don't tell me what it is. You know what I mean?
And then they'd bring him something healthy like chicken.
That only happened once, and coincidentally, that was the same night that I got shit-faced and puked in your crotch. And all over the house and shit.
Right. That's true.
Like, they fuck around and give me some healthy shit, and it gets me sick. But, you know, I'm still kind of doing that. Especially, you know what I've learned is when you go to, like, a sandwich place, like a Subway or something, you know? Like, I tell those guys to make it like they were making it from themselves. You know what I mean? And it always tastes good. You know, I was at Porta Subs the other day, and I was like, yeah, man, give me a number one, but make it like you're making it for me. And he's like, you want me to spit in it? And I was like, no, man, don't do that. It'd be funny if he was like, okay, I won't spit in it, and then he pulls his dick out or something and wipes it on it.
Spooges in it.
Yeah. So it's election day. Did you happen to vote, Adam?
I do not vote, ever.
Ever? You've never voted?
Nope.
Even when you were, overseas?
Since I turned 18. Never voted.
How come?
Not political. It's never knowingly directly affected me or my family. And I'm just not educated enough in it to like I was joking before we went on the air about I'd vote for Roseanne, you know, and
oh yeah,
I don't want to throw away my vote, and I don't want to just vote because my mom asked me to vote for someone.
Yeah.
And it's just my right, you know. I don't complain a whole lot about it at all. So I'm sure it does affect me. I'm sure it's almost ignorant saying that it doesn't. I just don't notice it affecting me. I have a good job, like I said. I have good health insurance.
Yeah.
I paid $200 to get my shoulder fixed. You know what I mean? So $200 to get my appendix out when it almost ruptured.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy, like that kind of stuff.
So you've really got to be affected by something, like personally.
Yeah, you know, like I just don't give a shit about a whole lot of things because I mean I'm an antisocial person, but I'm also really happy.
Right.
You know what I mean, in my life, I've been told PMA, positive mental attitude, you know, but I like my wrestling family, my direct family, my friends and stuff like that, but I'm just not affected by it, so
yeah,
it just didn't matter to me. I know Nevada's an important state that needs to vote one way or another for, I mean, whoever your candidate is, but it's just not for me, which I said I don't complain about it, so I don't feel that, I don't know. I know not voting is throwing it away, but I also feel if you're not educated enough to make
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
You know,
like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I'll admit straight up that I am not smart enough to vote, and most people can't admit that. Like they think, oh, it's my right. I deserve to vote.
Well, it is, but it's also your right to not vote.
Right, but I personally think like people should have to take a test to vote. You know what I mean? Because I know if you gave me a test, I'd fucking fail it.
Right.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, maybe not.
You work in the news, though. I mean, you're surrounded by
I'm
it this
biased.
year, you know. But, I mean, I agree with all that. I just, it's not that I don't vote because it's some, like, punk rock, I'm anarchist fucking bullshit thing. I'm literally just not educated enough, and I don't care to be educated enough.
Yeah.
I'm educated in, you know, health and fitness and pro wrestling. And
punk would have been an excuse at 17, 18, 19. Now you have a job. You know, and a house, you have equity, you have fucking, you're married, you know.
Right. And it really boils down to not being educated enough to make a decision and not wanting to be educated enough. Because I remember as a kid watching my grandfather watch the news and just yell at the fucking... I mean, he was a hardcore Democrat, right? Yeah. And every time something fucking came on, Republican this, it was like he'd mute it and yell at the fucking TV.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the funniest thing in the world when I was a little kid. Fuck this, bullshit that. You know, just hearing your grandfather curse. But it's like, I just don't want to be that angry about it. But I think the old war vets had more of a gripe than I ever will.
And that's the thing is they were, you know, they took their political world a lot differently and were educated, I think, better than our generation. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, I'm not going to pretend that I can, you know, like I can't lay out, you know, like Obama's economic plan or Romney's economic plan. Like I don't. It's the big ticket issues that matter to me I wish they would have played this up more, in one way or the other about this election, like how big this election really is. Because there are so many... Because honestly, the president doesn't have a whole lot of influence on our economy. That's mostly done in Congress, you know. But
so you lost me at Congress because I have no idea.
Shut up.
There you go. I'm not educated at all, dude.
The biggest thing that this next term has effect on this country, and that people don't realize this, is there's a 3 or 4 Supreme Court justices that might need to be replaced, that are going to be retiring in this term, and that is huge. Like that has the potential to have a huge impact on our daily lives.
Yeah,
you know, because that's where things get completely, like, you know, Planned Parenthood, et cetera, et cetera. There's so many things that are influenced by the Supreme Court, and, you know, policies that affect our daily lives, you know, that are essentially up for grabs in this election.
Yeah.
And that's huge. You know, for me, it's not so much the economy thing. You know, I mean, let's face it, I'm poor, so even if I wanted, even if, you know, I mean, if I was going to vote with my pocketbook, I can't. There's no way I could vote Republican. I'm too broke. I don't have enough money to vote Republican. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you make less than $200,000 a year and you vote Republican, you're voting against your own interests in my book. You know what I mean? The way I look at it is you're taking money out of your own pocket if you vote Republican, you know. But it's the big social issues that are super important, you know, to me personally, and that's you know, I just it's well,
yeah, we've all got like some views on a lot of that stuff, but my thing is that nobody reads anymore. You know what I mean? Like a commercial comes on TV and it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what the majority of people in this country base their vote on, is who can slander the other one better. It's not about what I can do. It's about what the other guy fucked up on.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that they should change the system to where there is a fixed amount of media coverage and
like a salary cap on the commercials.
Exactly. I really think I think because then it's just a matter of who bought the election, and I think that's totally against. The general public is being done a huge disservice by the way our system's set up.
Oh yeah, because you're getting if you're like I was having a conversation with my mom who's a Republican, and I already knew who she was going to vote for. So I was like, how many websites did you go to? How many articles did you read? You know. And she was like I stumped her. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Just so I'm like, if you're basing your entire vote on what you see on the evening news or on a commercial, then you're not getting the full story.
Well, I cheat as far as that's concerned because I have conversations with people that do read that shit. You know what I mean? And
Bob said vote for Steve.
Yeah,
so
like, hey, Bob seems like a level-headed guy, and he said this. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to read all the classic literature if as long as I read the book from a guy who read all that shit.
He gives you the cliff notes.
Exactly.
So did you vote, Wayne?
I did.
Who'd you vote for?
Obama for sure.
Oh, you fucking liberal piece of shit.
Well, I would have voted if Nevada and if Nevada wasn't such an important state in this election, I would have voted libertarian. But
marijuana supporting child raper. That's what you. No, I'm just kidding.
Child killer. I
can't even make a good joke because I'm not educated about the differences and shit.
More abortion. Hooray.
We were more educated than ever this year, actually, because my wife's in the family nurse practitioner program at UNR, and one of the things they have to do is actually volunteer. So she volunteered
nice.
On the Obama campaign this year. And we watched the debates and stuff.
Your wife volunteered?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And but it was a little annoying because then they would call us the rest of the fucking time.
Once you're in their database.
No, I told you I could give you these fucking 6 hours because it was for her class, and she's super busy with school. But we watched the debates and all that. If I would have voted, I would have voted for Obama as well.
Yeah.
But that's just to piss off my dad. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who my dad votes for.
Well, that's the other thing, too.
Sometimes he watches this stuff. So.
People don't realize just how long it takes for policy to start making changes, And, I mean, if we're going to flip-flop and go back and forth between Democrat, Republican every 4 years, nothing is ever going to ever get done.
Right.
Because somebody will start building momentum going one way, and then the next guy's just going to completely undo it and finally start to get... And then, it's just... The public is so fickle and stupid. I hate the commercials that were like, record unemployment, burr, 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 burr. Like all of a sudden, like, all right, Obama's sworn in and all of his policies take effect that day and start affect... You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid.
I get that, and I get that in real life. Like, there's people drive me nuts, and I'll throw dirt on anybody, but there's a wrestler in the Bay Area. His name's Ryan Von Cool, and he posted this Facebook thing the other day about the San Jose police department. I guess there was another homicide in San Jose, and him or a buddy had gotten a parking ticket. He's like, the fucking pigs giving parking tickets, but they're not out there catching the killers. Well, first, don't fucking leave the meter running and let it run out. And second, do you fucking expect the cops to follow around everyone who might be a killer and say, you were going to kill somebody today. I got you fucker. Like, that kind of shit drives me nuts. And
that guy's got a
my dad was a cop and my mother is a nurse, and I come from that kind of family. But it's everywhere. Like, change doesn't happen overnight, like you were saying, and it's just... I would have voted for Obama, though, strictly because I think he'd be okay with tattoos, and I think he probably says fuck when the camera's off.
Dude, you know what I like about him?
He smokes.
He brews his own beer. No, I don't think he smokes anymore. He used to smoke Newports.
Yeah, he did.
But like a typical black, huh?
Menthols,
I don't
black
even know what that means, man. I have no idea what that means.
But yeah, he used to smoke. But if you think about it, he's not full black. He's half black. Now, in this country... We don't go full black right away. We need like a warm-up black guy, right? Like Tiger Woods. Everyone used to call him the first black golfer. and then he's half Japanese. Like, give me a president that's full Bernie Mac, and then that'll be the first black president. Like, right. I really liked Herman Cain, because I felt like I had more in common with that guy.
Because he likes pizza?
Right, he likes eating pizza and fucking white bitches. I mean, that's my kind of candidate right there.
It's what's sad is that
I love this picture. I keep throwing it up.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I would have loved to have seen Colin Powell be the first black president, but he wouldn't run, and because he knew he was too moderate to get the nomination.
Is he full black?
I don't know.
Not to interrupt, but Hard Corey Dayton just tweeted in, who would you rather sleep with, Romney or Obama?
Oh.
So
now, when we say sleep with,
I'd probably sleep with Obama to get my street cred, because Romney's just, I don't know, raping somebody, and I'm not into rape sex, so.
Well, I mean, if I had the choice of having sex with Barack Obama or raping Mitt Romney, I might choose raping Mitt Romney. Just as like a dominance thing.
Oh,
like, welcome to Oz, bitch. I could do that, Oz. Maybe.
I want to see, I saw a picture of Romney's family today.
Oh, while you're looking for stuff, I'd like to tell Bay Area and Northern California promoters that they should be booking Corey Dayton on their wrestling shows, and stop booking people that don't deserve to be booked just because they run a promotion that you can get booked for as well, and start treating stuff like a business instead of I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Because my back is located on my cock. That's a super bad quote, too.
That was a pretty good promo, though.
Yeah, comedy works like that a lot, too.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, here's a good shot of Obama's family. This tripped me out. Oh, wait, no, this is just
Romney's family, you were saying.
Romney, excuse me. That picture sucks. It's on the AARP.
It's like, wow,
website.
Romney's family must have been in the Bahamas because they're really fucking tan. They spent some time in the Cayman Islands visiting their money. Look how tan those fuckers are.
That's funny you said that. Did you see that picture of Romney when he went to Mexico? I'll show you here in a second. Here's a picture, I think, of like a section.
Good God, Mormons like to fuck.
That's right. Like this shit is creepy to me for some reason.
Are those all his kids with all of his wives?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's got to be his brother.
This guy's his brother?
He looks like his brother, right?
I don't know. They all look creepy to me though.
I just think he would cry harder too if he lost. So
is that why
I always like the loser. Like Barack could like smile up there, be like, "All right, cool, see ya, I'm out."
I honestly hope that fucking Obama wins in electoral votes, but Romney wins the popular vote, because then it would be the complete opposite of what happened when Bush won, and then the Republicans were like, "Well, that's how the system works. Quit your bitching." And I would love to see it flip the other way and just watch all the Republicans come unglued and cry and whine. And
Here's a picture of Mitt Romney when he went on Univision down in Mexico. He had put on too much toner.
Holy shit! Are you fucking kidding? And he like went in blackface.
Yeah. I mean, it's like one shade off of blackface. Like, this douchebag is so desperate for the Mexican vote, he takes a can of this goop and throws it on his face.
He fucking went Mystic Tan to go on Mexican television. Look how white his hands are in comparison. Show that again.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his hands and then look at his face.
It's so terrible.
That's not photoshopped at all, huh?
No.
That is fucking amazing.
Of course, it could be. I don't know. I'm not a fucking Photoshop guy or whatever.
He looks like fucking George Hamilton right there. You know what I'm talking about? George Hamilton?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With, like, the crazy Hulk Hogan tan.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see if I can find a...
Only it's just his face, and they didn't do his hands at all. That's amazing.
Here's another picture. This looks pretty bad, too.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, all the networks and shit were talking about it.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Let's see, that's how desperate these...
Can you pull up the Dos Equis guy and then put up fucking Romney next to each other?
Yeah, let me see. I can't do it right next to
He
each
might even
other,
be
though.
browner than the fucking Dos Equis guy.
This guy right here? Yeah.
Yeah, now put up Romney.
All right, hold on. Let me get it. Romney, Mexico.
That's so funny. Oh.
I think he actually spent some time in Mexico.
Who, Romney?
Yeah.
But what we're doing here is a classic example of why I don't vote.
Is that
because
the one?
I'd rather make fun of this stuff
yeah.
than actually learn what either candidate is.
You
Oh,
can
yeah.
do both.
You can,
I mean,
but I
These
just
are-
bought Halo 4, and before that I had Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
so...
You're going to be occupied
you
for a
know,
while.
what are you going to do? As long as they don't take away my Xbox Live.
Oh, this one's funny right here. Let me capture this real quick.
In all honesty, more people.
I'm the 1%. Oh, I hope Romney dies. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, man, one of the best ways to get informed of what's going on in our politics is watching the Daily Show. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
sad truth.
Oh,
but,
yeah. No, I totally agree.
You know.
What is those kids do? What is those?
But
what are
know.
those kids
It's the
doing?
honestly, it's the guys like you
Jesus.
guys that are intelligent and be like, well, I don't have enough information to vote. You're the guys that need to be voting because it's the mass people that are voting are the people that are like, hey, did you see that last episode of Honey Boo Boo? Did you see that?
Oh man,
They're the ones. They're the ones that are fucking voting in mass. So like, you really should
Yeah.
be voting to offset those retards.
But that mass will never admit that they're not competent enough to vote.
That's all the more reason
Yeah.
for the people that are intelligent enough to fucking go out and vote. I mean, if you know one thing about the election outside of what the commercials are showing you, that's one thing more than what these people fucking know.
True.
You know what I mean? At least you know enough to know that's mostly bullshit. Right? These people have no fucking clue. And you're going to let them pick your fucking president for you?
Well, ultimately, and I have a lot of views on different topics in America, but ultimately, I don't care who it is if they can fix a lot of these problems. You know what I mean?
Oh,
if they
absolutely.
can fix the major issues and shit, because you're not just going to step in and fucking overturn Roe versus Wade and start kicking down doors and taking people's guns and shit. Like, that shit's going to take time.
Always taking my guns.
Adam's always telling me to get a gun.
Somebody,
Always have. Oh man.
Now see,
We
this
had
is
to fucking walk through the house with our guns the other night, man.
Why?
Because it's fucking big noise. I'm not kidding though, but like,
Here's the
what do you
funny-
do? Walk through the fucking house with your golf club, or walk? You know,
Yeah.
come at me with your golf club. I'll shoot you with my 357. My wife will shoot you with her 38.
Here's a
and
funny
12
story.
gauge is loaded too.
Here's a funny story, Wayne.
Is this when I almost shot you?
Yeah, Danny Secretion and some of the guys were here in town playing a show, and
Please listen to the Secretions and buy all their stuff.
Oh,
By
yeah.
the way,
so Adam was fucking with me all night. We have this ongoing war that if you leave your phone down, it's common courtesy to find your friend's
Hijack it.
phone and hack his Twitter or Facebook account and put the most embarrassing gay.
Oh, is this the I love black cock?
homosexual-
I've
Yeah,
seen you do that
yeah,
before.
Yeah. I like gallons
but
of
this
black
went further
semen.
because we were texting people like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm gay," just so you know.
Yeah.
Like
So,
just friends that we
nice.
don't even know.
This isn't a joke. I'm really gay. Blah blah blah. So he's been doing this to me all night. I look over and what's funny about Adam Thornton, I'm gonna let you on a little inside information. He's a ribber, but he can never keep his rib face. Like, he gives himself away every fucking time.
Right
If
like
you-
that, man.
If you look
I just
at
want
him.
you to know.
Yeah. Anyway, he's been ribbing me all night. He's got the rib face. So he goes to sleep. Now, he's one of these guys, when he wakes up, he doesn't wake up well at all. Like, I've seen him wake up swinging before, like punching. And we were all, well, I was pretty drunk. I don't think Adam was drinking at the time, but he was still
No,
asleep.
I was hammered that night.
Were you?
I remember
Okay.
that, yeah.
He goes to sleep, and Danny had a drum set with him.
No, that was my drum set.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take
play the
one of
drums.
his drums and I sneak into his room and I put the drum like 5 feet away from him and I start banging it like fucking bang, 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 bang. He wakes up in a violent rage and does like the gun reach. You know what I mean? And he's looking for his gun and then he like reality came back to him and he's like, yeah, just get the fuck out of my room. You know what I mean? He was not happy about it at all.
Yeah.
But if that gun would have been in reach, it would have been bad news. Yeah, Adam gives himself away. It's actually funnier to see Adam give himself away when he's ribbing people than the actual rib. Like, I had just read this. I read Roddy Piper. You know who Roddy Piper is, right? You've heard his name. He tells this story of writing with this old wrestler named Johnny Valentine. And Johnny Valentine was he was fucking a weird dude, right? So Roddy Piper's
Johnny
like,
or Bobby? I know there's a
Johnny
Bobby
Johnny
Greg
Valentine.
Valentine. But this is
Greg
Johnny.
Valentine's dad. Johnny Valentine, he was a weird fucking guy. So Roddy Piper is about 17, 18 years old, and he's riding on this road trip with Johnny Valentine. And Johnny Valentine, for some reason, like plays opera music really fucking loud, right? For no reason. And he doesn't say shit to him, right? So I was like, we should do this rib to somebody.
I think it was D-Torch.
Yeah, it was D-Torch. So we pick up D-Torch in fucking like Fresno or Modesto, one of those towns. And he gets in the car and we've got like classical blaring, right? And we don't say shit to him. He just gets in the car and we're just fucking trying to drive straight-faced. And we get like half a block. And Adam, I look over.
It seemed like it was like
Adam,
45 minutes, though.
Yeah. But I see Adam's shoulders fucking bouncing up and down. I was like, oh, he's going to blow it. He's going to blow it. And then he just starts cracking up laughing. And then we told D-Torch what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
It would have been really funny if we like did it, but that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, but I was laughing about that more because fucking Adam's face.
But I got him good one time when I grabbed his phone and healthy people have the worst shits.
Oh yeah,
world,
healthy
man.
people
And,
stink,
like,
man.
But like, I had the shits anyway, like bad diarrhea. But I stole his phone and I took a picture of the diarrhea.
Oh, this is my phone.
Of his, I stole his phone.
Oh.
And I take a picture of the diarrhea, but I'm flipping him off in the reflection of the diarrhea.
Oh, yeah, that
and
was.
I set it as a screensaver, and he was such a good sport. He left it for fucking months.
Oh
man.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they'd show like I was single at the. I
Look
think I
what
was
this
single at one point
motherfucker
and
did.
Showing girls at the bar. Look at my friend. I'm like, oh, cool. She just saw my shit.
Yeah, that was probably the best rib you've ever done to me. I got Brian Cage with that gay shit fucking bad. Like, it seemed like every couple months would go by and I would hijack his MySpace or something. Yeah, this Brian Cage, just want to let everybody know this isn't a joke. I've been waiting for a long time to tell everybody this. I am totally gay. I like to shove multiple unwashed cock and balls in my face. You know what I mean? Just fucking, I got him.
You did
bad.
that to Ramon Clarkson.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think he's ever forgiven any of us that stayed the night at his house. He gives me the fucking, like, I'm not going to look at you, but I'll shake your hand.
Yeah.
Shake and
like a douchebag.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not a douche. He's
Well, I'm out of the
sensitive.
business. I'll call him a douchebag.
He's sensitive, you know. Yeah.
Here's a picture of Romney as Sarah Palin.
I'd vote for that. I mean, that's like a guy who, I don't know, likes to have
Looks like
fun.
Rod Stewart there.
Yeah.
Or something.
But
Who's getting a text? Are you getting
That'd
a text?
be me.
It's not me. Nobody cared
Tell
about
the
Twitter
Eviltron
anymore.
story. Chelsea wants me to tell the Eviltron story. I don't know if you've heard the Eviltron story, Adam.
Probably not.
So, Wayne. Okay,
Territory
I'll
League
set it
wants
up.
you to vote.
Oh yeah, I'm not smart enough, guys. I apologize.
Yeah.
I can't do that. You guys are way smarter than me. Anybody who votes is smarter than me. Anyway,
Dude, okay.
so listen.
NASCAR.
So we, fucking Wayne's over here one day and he leaves, and then all of a sudden I start hearing a noise coming from my bathroom that says,
"Hey, can you hear me?"
That's exactly what it said.
"Hey, can you hear me?"
Right? And I was getting really creeped out about it, and fucking, I didn't want to tell anybody. I was like, if I start admitting to people I'm hearing this,
"Can you hear me?"
if I start hearing this voice, then I'm going fucking crazy. So it came to the point where, like, I'd have to leave my computer on, and I'd shut the door, and I would be thinking about it at work and shit. Hey, can you hear me? Right? Every fucking time. This went on for about, like, 4 or 5 days, where I'd be sleeping, and I'd hear it, and I couldn't sleep, So then, my girlfriend's over here one night, and I was like, here, come on to the bathroom with me. So I pull her in there, and then it goes off. Hey, can you hear me? And I was like, did you hear that? And she was like, yeah, I heard that. And she goes, that's a fucking prank. I was like, really? You know what I mean? Like it took somebody to tell me that I wasn't crazy. So she gets on her hands and knees, which is really brave, in my bathroom, and reaches around and pulls out this little fucking speaker about the size of a nickel.
It's about the size of a quarter.
Yeah. And
it's got a little magnet
I was
on it so you can
fucking
stick it to shit.
Yeah, it's called the Eviltron. I was so mad because I walk in there I walked in my roommate's room like I was about to start some shit. I was like, hey man, did you guys fucking put this little gimmick in my toilet, And they're like, no dude, we didn't do that shit. And I was like, it's fucking Wayne. Wayne did it. I was so mad.
Do you have it? You still have it somewhere, right?
It's in my car.
We need to unleash it on somebody else. It does different sounds.
I was gonna get this dude I work with, but he got fired.
Yeah.
But I tell you what I did
Was
to
it
him.
Kai?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
But yeah, it was Kai.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I did to him.
I
real
watch
quick.
your news station more because he's not there now. Just so Cola knows, and I'm pretty fucking awesome. So if they could put me, and I would like to see Dennis and Brandon have a weatherman fight.
Brandon at Channel 4 or 2?
Brandon Woolley.
At Channel 2? I
The
don't know.
one that
He's at
kind of
Channel
looks like
4.
Topher Grace from that
It's
70s
exactly
show.
who it is, yeah. He's like the best weatherman in the world.
I don't know.
His
Dennis
photographs
Fox.
are probably shit compared to Dennis's,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Dennis also wears fucking like sandals and shit. So and he let us push him out of the weather to do a wrestling bit one day. So, but he's a big dude too.
Oh yeah, he's like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
So
Dennis, yeah, he's tall, right?
I'd like to see those
he's a
two
big
in the
guy.
cage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did to Kai a couple months back before he was let go.
He wears so much makeup.
They all wear makeup.
No, but like you can tell on it, like you could fingerprint yourself on his face.
Yeah, you probably could. Let's see.
There was a girl in high school I nicknamed Drywall because she wore so much fucking.
Yeah, like
We have
peels off.
We have 3 people watching right now. Thanks to
put on
whoever's
with a fucking
watching.
trowel.
You're welcome for that.
Oh yeah,
That's
thanks,
probably your
man.
biggest show, right?
Oh yeah. Well, at one point, yeah.
We actually get a fair number of views when you remember to put the shit on YouTube.
Yeah, which
Get about it.
I'm doing right now.
That's my buddy on YouTube.
Did you remember to
He's a huge
do
Scum supporter?
the prank
Twitter.
phone call episode? I don't think ever
I
made
don't
it onto
know.
YouTube.
Once I hit send, then I don't care about the show anymore.
Oh, this is gonna be on
Fag.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have probably talked more about wrestling
That's all right. We're not
Sorry.
done yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to tell this
because I got Halo 4 at home, so
I should
might
just go with
be
you.
done.
I want
Oh
to tell
no,
this.
my wife's off today. You can't
Oh,
come over.
Damn it! I won't get a chance. Yeah.
No.
Besides, she's good anyway. She's
know.
really good.
That's what I bought her. I snuck out of the house at 7 this morning and then woke her up. And I was like, did your phone just get an email? And I had put Halo under her phone because back to that, I can't wait to fucking tell anybody I did something. She's like, oh, Halo 4, sweet.
Yeah, but that's what I was like. Wait a minute. That's one of them gifts that he's gonna play just as much.
Yeah, but sort of. She reluctantly passes the controller when it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't really like to play split screen unless, I don't know, it'd be a big party, you know?
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know. I like the whole screen because I'm not very good.
Yeah.
But I got more kills
And
than her today. So.
I agree. You're
Yeah.
pretty terrible, but you like to play, which is good.
Yeah, I'm really good at talking shit
Yeah.
on the headset.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a Mitt Romney story. I didn't tell this one. I posted it on Facebook last night.
Go
Their campaign called me, like the people who work there, you know,
No
are you
shit.
voting for Mitt Romney?
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And they start talking shit, kind of. They're like, that's BS. I'm like, what's BS? They're like, that's bull crap. I'm like, no, BS is bullshit. And whatever happened, I wasn't being nice, but they misunderstood me, and they thought I said I had like a prostitute ring or something. So Mitt Romney's campaign orders 5 male prostitutes from me last night and a bag of weed, which I don't know.
What?
I swear to God, I can't make that shit up. Yeah, that's what happened. The fucking call service, the people who call, are you voting for Romney? Blah 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 blah.
All right, you gotta walk us through this fucking story. I'm fascinated.
Yeah. What?
So on our house phone, always we get these political calls.
Right.
But Romney and Obama, they both have like a call center where people will call you.
Gotcha.
But Romney's people called me last night, and it's these kids, man, and they just start talking a bunch of shit because I'm like, no, I'm not fucking voting for Romney. I'm not fucking voting for anyone, you fuck. I'm sick of you calling it fucking dinner,
Yeah.
Like, I've told you guys forever to not put me on your fucking call list. And so he talks shit back, says it's BS. I'm like, what's BS?
Okay.
It's bull crap, He misunderstood. I don't know what I said, but he's like, you're a prostitute? You have prostitutes? And I'm like, yeah, sure, bud. He's like, we'd like 5 male prostitutes. And his buddy gets on the phone. He's like, I'm the manager, and I heard you have male prostitutes. Is that true? And I'm like, yeah, sure, man. That's true. He's like, we need 5 of them down to our headquarters. But it turns out they, it made me laugh, and so I was cool.
Were they
with them
serious?
No, they were just
Okay.
they sounded super stoned, and
that would be awesome.
because they're like, we make $15 an hour doing this, and Obama only pays $9.04, and I'm like, yeah, well, tomorrow you don't have a fucking job.
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
Oh yeah, we don't have a job tomorrow.
Obama only pays $9.04 because he doesn't have to fucking pay. People want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
no
it was
shit.
just one of those weird things where we were talking about politics, and it's like, oh fuck, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was like
That's
an
crazy.
entertaining 5 minutes at my house. But I think we didn't get to watch The Walking Dead live because we're at the NorCal Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, but we watched it last night, and I think they called while we were watching The Walking Dead, and that's what pissed me off
You
more
just
than
fucking
anything.
snapped.
Which I don't. Spoiler alert! I don't think Lori's dead.
What?
I don't think she's dead.
She's dead, dude.
I don't think Carl shot her.
Did you see
I think-
Carl's look on his face?
Yeah.
He shot that bitch in the face.
I don't know, man.
You don't care about Walking Dead, right? So we can
I haven't
spoil
seen
for
it.
you?
No.
All right.
Because my thing is, remember the first episode ever? Rick shoots the little girl right in the face, and they show it.
Yeah.
That's why. Because they didn't show Carl shoot his mom, so I just.
Yeah, but
I'm
the
not
filmmaker in me says that it's more impactful if you actually don't show it.
I actually stopped
your
reading the
brain-
novel because of the show now.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah, I didn't know there was a novel, but
yeah, it's a huge graphic novel.
It's
on
not-
my coffee table. You
it's
should
not the
read more.
comic. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that. It's not
When
the
you
comic
say
book,
you should
though,
read
right?
more, as in you should read something.
Yeah,
comic
I
books.
don't read.
Stop looking at the pictures in the dirty magazines.
Venice DeMarco posted something on his Facebook. He was like, if you guys actually would have read the comic, it would be a little bit more prepared for Lori's death. And I was like, you fucking comic snob. Yeah.
That is funny.
So let me tell you this story, and I think we're getting close to time here. Let me check how much time we've been.
It's 3:02
fucking
p.m.
going. All right, so that
we've
means,
hit about an hour.
Yeah, let me tell you this quick story.
Because
Real
I'm
quick.
starting to sweat. So.
It's fine. So this guy Kai used to work with us, and he had taken over this employee bathroom for himself, right? Like that's where he would change and stuff. So I went in there on a weekend and I took a shit in this toilet, right?
I didn't flush it.
And didn't flush it. And then I took the thing off the tank and I took the chain off the handle. So
you couldn't flush it.
Right. And then I unscrewed the light bulb, right? So then I waited. That was on a Saturday, and then I went back on a Sunday and shit again in it, and then shut the door. This was the same weekend that.
So there were 2 shits in it?
There was 2 fermenting shits in it, and then somebody had cut out a star and put it on his door, and I didn't know somebody did that. It just happened to be the same weekend I double shit in his private bathroom. Oh, he was
That's
fucking
funny.
Monday. He wasn't exactly mad. He was more hurt, right? Like
I can't believe someone would do this to me.
He comes out and he's like, man, someone must really not like me here.
So Kai doesn't watch your show, obviously.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
What, our podcast?
Green, man,
no.
Oh, you mean the podcast? Yeah, I
Yeah.
doubt he watches it.
Kai. His name's
I really,
Kai Green, right?
I really like Kai. though.
Kai Green.
Kai Plascon.
Really?
You're way off.
Who's Kai Green?
Was first name's Kyril or something.
I don't know, but that guy, they should have given me his job long ago.
You think you can do the news?
I know I can. I can
Oh, yeah?
read.
Yeah.
Do they write their own shit when they get to that
The
point?
producers mostly write.
Yeah, they just read it, right?
Yeah.
They're just on-screen actors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, come on. Tell them to give me a shot.
But everyone,
They all typically have a background in journalism, though.
Yeah, I wrote some papers that I got A's on. So fuck. You know.
Well, I can
Let
hook
me do
you up,
sports. You know who fucking sucks too is the fucking sports guy on Channel 4.
Who's that?
I know you work for Channel 8, but
Is
I
it-
don't know his name. Brian
Zamudio or whatever?
Yeah, that fucker. He did a piece on us when we were at Coastal Pro Wrestling.
Back in
Won
the day.
like an award, and then
really?
never talked to us again, never thanked us.
Oh, nice.
So you can go fuck yourself.
That's funny.
Oh, Chelsea's watching right now. That's just funny because she knows him.
All right, you guys want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let me plug my stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Follow me on Twitter at Rock Legend Scum. Follow me on Instagram at Rock Legend Scum. Don't be my friend on Facebook. I hate Facebook.
He doesn't like friends in general.
Yeah,
he just wants fans.
Pretty much. Just buy me stuff, please.
You should just get a public figure page on Facebook.
Hire me. I'm getting nationally certified to personal train people. Put together diets for you. Yeah. RenoWrestleFactory.com, AllProWrestling.com. That's it, I guess.
Cool. You got any shows coming up?
No, I'm on the shelf till January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then
What about the Wrestle Factory? Do they have anything coming up?
Wrestle Factory's
You should
taking the rest of the year off too.
You should train me. We'll do a before and after picture so that like we can get this tub of shit into shape.
Yeah, sure.
Then I can imagine what I can do with somebody who actually is motivated.
Train whoever, man. And then bodybuilding season next year as well.
Nice.
I may take next season off actually. Oh, that was my big announcement. Sorry.
Oh yeah. What's the
I was
announcement?
201 pounds when I woke up this morning, so I hit the over 200 mark. But then I took a shit and I was 198, so I had 3 pounds of shit in me.
That's awesome.
Somebody was waiting for that announcement and
Anybody
watched
who's
the whole
known me for a
episode.
long
That'd be
time,
awesome.
like knows how hard it is for me to get over 200 pounds at points. So.
Oh yeah.
So that was good to wake up at 201 and then
keep your muscle looking as good as it does.
Yeah, I have abs on top of the fat still.
Yeah.
So, because all I can do right now is squat. So, I don't know. That's it.
Good shit. What about?
If you're hurt, go see Dr. Peter Althausen or Ryan Dobbs, and if you want to get your boobs done, go see Dr. Hall and Dr. Rye.
I like Dr. Hall.
He's a very good dude. He's very funny. He's a big supporter of the Reno Scum. And he took care of Nana.
Yeah.
Your Nana.
Yeah.
Not mine, because mine's dead like yours.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing that up, man.
Yeah, it's
really
funny, I know. But
I like how you threw yours in there as like to lessen the blow of.
Well, mine died first, so I mean, really,
true.
like if you could get off my shit.
True. You think they know each other?
In heaven?
Well, I don't know about heaven, but like that mall that they go to.
In heaven?
Yeah. I guess.
I like to think of heaven as this place where grandmas go.
That's it.
With their old lady bags and stuff.
They talk about how nice it was when there was no black president. My grandma was funny, dude. One time in the hospital, we were watching.
Made me kiss her?
Yeah. That's
True.
right.
Awesome.
True story.
Give me a kiss.
He made out with my grandma when she was
Okay.
still alive. No, but I was watching Jeopardy with her, and this
That's
black
funny.
guy won, right? And I was like, "Hey, what do you think about that, Nana?" or something like that. And she goes, "Man, them colored sure have made it a long way," or something like that. It's fucking hilarious.
Did your grandma used to call like the festive nuts? You know,
Nigger toes. Yeah.
he said it. He said it.
I love that joke. I was doing that joke with Steve one time when he was trying to get into WWE when we were in fucking Fresno, and we were hanging out at the bar with some of the WWE guys, and they're all Michael Cole and fucking a bunch of WWE chicks were in there. And I was saying that really loud to the bartender, and I was like, "What are these big nuts called?" And Paul was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm trying to get a job here."
That's funny.
Yeah, but yeah,
Drake also gave me the best advice. Last time I went to the WWE, I went dressed in a Ramones shirt, and it got me the most attention I've ever got instead of wearing a fucking suit and tie and having a stick up my ass. And I
was like, "You go into catering and you get a fucking steak and put a bunch of shit on it."
I convinced one of the blonde girls, I keep forgetting her, Caitlin, I think. She's like sitting there with a cookie. She's like, just eat it.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, I'm gonna. I'm gonna eat all these fucking cookies. Because it's free, man. I mean, the WWE is the best. Any indie wrestler should try and go, even if you don't really want to work there, which you all do, and you're just a bunch of big, fat, dumb liars that say you don't want to work there. Anybody should try and go there just for the fucking catering.
Oh, yeah.
It's no wonder those guys can stay in shape, Like, there's fucking 3,000 chicken breasts and steaks and fucking sushi and cappuccino machines that nobody seems to know how to use back there. You know how to use this, man? Yeah. I'm like, I don't even work here, bud.
There's just like,
nice.
There's one guy that knows how to do it. Oh, there's that cappuccino guy. Get him.
Vince McMahon said, "Nice to meet you, Adam." I mean, I had to tell him my name first, but then the guy next to me didn't say his name. And Vince was not happy about that. Guess you're not important enough to tell me your name. Walks away.
That's funny. It's like, when that happens, you just have fucked your shot right up.
That's my big story about Vince McMahon. He said good job to me one time when John Cena punched me in the mouth, and then he shook my hand again some other time.
There you
said,
go.
"Nice to meet you."
Adam was marking out for me because we had The Miz on my day job show, and The Miz recognized me, and he's like, "Holy shit, I can't believe that just happened."
It was funny because like Drake was like booing him, and Miz like, "Really? I come to your news station and you're gonna boo me?" That was pretty cool.
He walks away, and Adam was like, "Whoa, he totally recognized you."
That was just cool,
awesome.
Like, I mean, they're all just people.
Oh yeah.
Which the last time I went to dressed down could have been that they were all just in a good mood for once, because I've been there where it is like walking on eggshells. But fuck it at this point,
Oh yeah.
I make good money.
There's nothing to lose.
I own a house. They're not going to hire me, so when they call me, I'll just eat the food and take the payday and say thanks, because it's fun being there. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, yeah.
Once you learn it's not stressful, like, what are you going to do, tell you to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not hiring you for a job you already didn't have.
There you go. Nothing to lose.
Whoops,
So what did they have you, like, wrestle?
No,
for
every time I'm there, I just
or?
stand around, eat food.
See, here's the thing, is Adam doesn't look like everybody else.
Yeah.
So, because he's covered in head to toe with tattoos, so like you can't just
not this part though.
He can't be an extra. He can't be like a hot dog vendor that gets beat up by.
I was a hot dog vendor once.
I know, that's why I brought that up. But like, yeah, you can't. Just,
I gotcha.
He can't be a bodyguard. He can't be.
That was the best compliment they gave me actually last time. The guy that they have all their money on right now, his name is Ryback. And he was beating up all the local guys on TV while they were building him up, and getting him credibility. And I know one of the refs who works there. He's like, "Oh, that kid's really good. I know him from Florida." So Ryback says he'll beat me up that night. And I was like, "Oh, sweet. I'm finally going to get to wrestle on TV." Like, it's one of the things that's still left on the bucket list is I don't even care if I'm under contract or not, but just to get beat up on their TV would be cool. Just to say you wrestled there. But, they say, yeah, and then Arn Anderson says, "We can't beat up that kid. Everybody's going to remember him."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, fuck." And I asked him later. He's like, "No, that's a good thing. I'm not saying you're hired or nothing. It's just we don't beat up guys who look like you." I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool. Thanks." So
thanks for nothing, Arn.
Yeah, but the fact that Arn Anderson's cool, because some of those old guys are not cool.
Yeah. Like Ted DiBiase.
And that was the one thing I wanted to say. I thought about that on here. Like, the guys who get fired from the WWE that you stupid indie promoters hire that you think's going to put asses in seats and they don't, and you realize you had fucking just as many fans last month when you didn't fucking hire them, and they fucking sit on their ass and they're a fucking piece of shit to all the fucking kids in the back. They they sit there on their phone and fucking look pissed off if you try and introduce yourself to them. Fuck you. Hire guys like Gangrel, who's like the fucking coolest guy in the world, who's been to the top of the fucking WWE, in the fucking ring with The Undertaker, you know, all that fucking shit with the Attitude Era, and then comes to any fucking NorCal or SoCal show and hangs out with the boys. It's just cool to you, no fucking attitude. Hire guys like that, man, because fuck people who got released and think they're somebody, because you better be able to take a motherfucking punch then, man, because I'm sick of you fucking homos.
Oh,
Not like they're homos, because... Like, I don't have a problem with homosexuals. I actually support gay marriage. Back to that. I always say homos in the ring because we wrestle in San Francisco a lot, and they thought that was really funny. I used to call the fans, when we were bad guys, we're the Reno scum, and I would call the fans gay homosexuals. Like, they're like, dude, you don't have to call us both. Right. Homosexual. And, you know, so many gay guys.
Gay homosexual queers.
Right, and they're like, man, that's so funny that, you know, they were never offended, so I don't ever want people to think that. I got friends that are gay. I support gay marriage and all that shit. I just say homo a lot, you know. It's like that Louis C.K. bit, right? Dude, fucking whatever it is, quit being a faggot and start sucking that guy's dick or whatever.
Right.
You know, like, it's just one of those words you say, and...
That's another
for
thing.
The 3 people that are watching, I didn't want them to...
Well, it's going to be on YouTube forever, so...
Oh, great. Now there goes my chance of ever getting hired.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So New Japan, please hire me. That's all I want to work for is New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's another thing that I like about Adam is he really likes stand-up comedy. You know, he's got a respect for it.
Nice.
Watches a lot of it.
Well, if I was funny, I would do it, but I am not that funny, unfortunately.
You're pretty funny, man.
Just to people who know me and get me, but like you fucking put me in a room of strangers, trust me, because I'm socially awkward. They're like, "What did he just say?"
Yeah,
and you know,
that's
I
always
look
kind
like
of
a
been
fucking Nazi.
Yeah,
so, you know,
that's always been my thing. Is you stick me in a room, and I get awkward too, but I think I combat being awkward by flipping the switch on it. You know what I mean? Like I just walk up to people, "Hey man, what's going on?"
Yeah, but you've already been real natural on the microphone.
Oh yeah,
talking to like my wedding. I think was really the fucking
that was the
kind
of the catalyst
debut.
The
he
catalyst.
gave a toast to my wife and I, and
nice.
He just fucking killed it. Like my cousins still like email me and Facebook me and man, we got to see that Drake guy again.
Nice,
good, you know.
I remember somebody told me, I think it was Danny. He told me that I think it was Sarah's dad. Somebody, it might have been your dad, they were going to give a toast, and they were like, no, we can't follow Drake.
Yeah, my dad gave a toast, but it was funny. He was like, and, yep.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah.
You know, like, my dad really cares, but, like, sometimes when I'm put on the spot like that, too, like, every single thing I had that was brilliant to say, like, fucking shits out my ass and goes away.
Yeah.
I'm like, good job. Like, people, like, I'll watch their wrestling matches, you know, because for whatever reason, people give a fuck about my opinion sometimes. And they're like, what'd you think? And I had all these fucking things to say to him, and then I'm like, yeah, it was all right. You kind of shit the bed at the end, you know. But
oh, yeah. I try so hard when guys ask me what I thought of their shit, you know, because I am not shit yet, you know what I mean? I've been getting, like, a pretty good reputation or whatever, but... Like, Wayne has been doing this for, like, fucking 8-9 years. Has way more knowledge about, like, when people fuck up a set or whatever. Can give way better advice than I can. So, like, when people are like, hey, Drake, what do you think of my set? I'm just like, yeah, just keep going up there, man. Isn't that, like, the standard answer, Wayne, too? Like, when you ask, like, a veteran comic, they're like, hey, what'd you think? And they're just keep going up, man. Just keep going up, you know? But I hate, like, telling people what I thought of their shit, you know? Even if it was good.
I hate it because most people just want to hear, like, that they did a good job.
Right.
Like, nobody really... And I assume it's like that in comedy, because I find that at
very much
work or anything, you know? They're like, what'd you think of that? And, like, the minute you start to say the fucking negatives, you know? They're like, yeah, but I did this, you know? And you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Listen...
There was one guy, I'm not going to say his name, Drake I think knows who I'm talking about, who would go up there and fucking tank it just eat shit and then ask for advice. And I was giving him like honest advice, and then every time if you tried this, or if you do that, and then I would give him the feedback, and then he would immediately start telling me how he was already doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not listening.
I'm like, well, obviously you're not, because, or if that's the case, then don't fucking ask me for advice.
Right.
And eventually I got so frustrated with the dude, because I honestly was trying to give him honest, constructive criticism, because he sucked. Nice enough guy, sucked. And I'd be like, oh, well, you should try this. Oh yeah, well, I'm already doing that. No. And eventually I got so fed up, I'm like, oh, well, then you've got it all fucking figured out then. I can't wait to see your Comedy Central special.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know I have a lot of growing to do as a comic, but I'm nowhere near where I would like to be,
Is that one of the pinnacles of comedy? Like, wrestling's, you get New Japan and you get your Zubaz pants.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's kind of the
like,
same
is a
shit.
Comedy Central special.
HBO special is the...
Right.
I think if HBO's giving you a special, you've hit the mark.
Anytime you get like national exposure,
yeah,
I think,
or if you're on the Tonight Show,
right?
Or,
well, the Tonight Show used to be a way bigger push.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
No,
like we have a friend that has been on it. How many times, Drake?
Who, Rick or Dante?
Yeah.
Rick's been on fucking, I want to say like close to 10 times.
And nobody knows who the fuck he is.
No.
Right, okay.
Where it used to be like back in the day, like if you were on the Tonight Show, you were instantly famous.
You were golden.
Right after
well,
that.
if Johnny called you over,
right?
He was like,
because that's like what
down.
made Roseanne, right?
Yeah,
because Johnny
definitely.
had her sit on the couch or whatever. Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
And that happened to like Jerry Seinfeld and Drew Carey and like a lot of those names from the 80s that are fucking names.
Yeah.
Are
those kids getting raped out?
I don't
do
really
something about them.
No, but
I don't know if people watching
like what,
hear...
like tape it or something.
No, I just. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a market for that, but it's not my. I don't peddle stuff.
Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
No, it's like Lord of the Flies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
here.
no, really, it's like the kids in this complex
these
are
kids.
are insane.
They have no parental supervision, and like they're not like my generation that would stay inside and play video games. They were outside running around, and their dads, who are my age, are inside playing video games. Isn't that weird?
I had that
And they're
conversation
fucking
with a guy
around.
today who was like, he seemed like he was embarrassed to be buying Halo. He's like,
Yeah.
Are you waiting for someone to unlock the case so you can buy Halo 4? And anyone who says Halo 4, I'm like, come on, man, you're excited to fucking play it, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking waiting for someone to unlock the case. Yeah, I'm getting it for my kid.
He's like, your
I'm
age,
getting
right?
it for my wife.
Yeah.
Your wife plays video games? I'm like, yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played in a while. I might check this one out. Just shut the fuck, quit lying, dude.
That's awesome.
Playing video games is not like, it's okay to play them now. Everyone does.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember I liked pro wrestling and I liked playing video games, so I was not cool in elementary school, Want to go play football?
Can we get back to shitting on the kids and Drake's apartment
Sorry.
complex? Yeah.
Fuck these kids, man. It's like
they'll like leave
outside.
their toys and shit all on the sidewalks, and then they'll take the rocks out of the fucking planters and set them all over the place.
They'll
so you have to like walk around their shit.
They build little obstacles, and I think like they wait for my fat ass to like trip on them. And,
I know.
Like, they're all ready to laugh. They're always looking at me like they're about ready to
Maybe they're trying to
bust out
just
laughing.
train you to get healthier,
Yeah,
like
that
agility training.
The kids in your complex suck, man. I'm glad we finally get to talk about it.
The other day, though, I was in here watching the hour before The Walking Dead, so I wasn't totally into the shit yet. And I hear some kid, he must be 10 feet outside my window, and he's fucking crying like really loud, right? Like, and every 5 seconds or so, I'm thinking, man, maybe I should go check in on him. And I'm like, you know what? That ain't my fucking kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was thinking, like, maybe if I look out the window and he's all bloody and shit, that maybe I probably should have checked on him. But I was like, you know what? The door's like 10 feet away. I'm not fucking going out there. You know what I mean?
Spoken like true Drake.
I started thinking of like
It's like
excuses.
10 feet away. Fuck it.
Well, I started coming up with all these excuses. Like, what if somebody knocks on my door and they're like, "Hey, man, why didn't you hear my kid? He got a fucking hammer shoved up his ass or whatever." And I'm gonna be like, "Well, I just thought he was wailing. You know, like somebody took his ice cream or something." Like, I can't tell the difference between a kid that's been shot in the face with like with a pistol, or if he just like doesn't have enough candy. You know what I mean? It all sounds the same to me. Does that make sense?
I think maybe we need to do some market research.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of these fucking kids outside my studio window and bash the fuck out of him,
and record it.
And record. Oh, that now I should come running. It's terrible.
Man.
All right, Wayne, do you have anything to plug?
Let's see. Batch 19.
What is Batch 19?
That is the unofficial, soon-to-be official sponsor of Third Street Comedy.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to call her again, by the way.
It's a liqueur?
No, it's a pre-prohibition
oh, that's right.
style
that's right.
lager. If you like beer, you should like it. I like beer. And it's good.
And dick.
And dick. Let's see, man.
If you could hurry the fuck up, that'd be great.
Wayne Walsh Comedy on Facebook.
I'm
Like
just
it.
kidding.
Love it. Wayne Walsh Comic on Twitter. WayneWalshComedy.com.
You're funny, man.
Shut up.
All right, I'm going to get into my plugs and we'll wrap
No,
this
hold on. I got
motherfucker up.
more. I forgot. Camera
you?
back on me. Yeah. Lars Fredrickson Side Project, Old Firm Casuals. Dan and Secretions Band, The Secretions.
Camera back on me.
That's it.
All right.
I think that's it.
Love it.
Camera on me.
I forget who else.
Humble Me Clothing. We'll give a shout out to Marty's MMA
All right.
stuff.
Nice.
Humble Me Clothing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Pro Wrestling Bushido.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best.
Oh, yeah. I like
them and All
Bushido.
Pro Wrestling. I like them a lot.
And Reno Wrestle Factory. Of course, you already mentioned them.
Yeah, I like them too. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't lie. I like wrestling at Pro Wrestling Bushido and All Pro Wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be back there. Reno's fun, but I really enjoy in Reno when we do the charity shows.
Oh, yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't know about me. Anything to do with the animal shelter or the kids or the homeless man. I'm
Nice.
there. So
Good shit.
But that's it. I'm done. Happy holidays.
All right, I'm going to be hosting.
Camera back on me while you can't talk, I guess.
No. I'm going to be hosting at Catch a Rising Star Friday and Saturday, as well as Tuesday and Wednesday next week. The Rise at the old 210 North building is going to start some comedy. I can't remember off the top of my head what date that is, but I'll get it in 2 seconds. It is Thursday, November 15th at the Rise nightclub. So we'll see what's going on with that. Also, check out 3rd Street Bar and Grill. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a bar and grill anymore.
That'd be awesome if they had food.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Jeff, there's a shit ton of open mics out there now. So, like, if you want to get into comedy arena, right now is a good time. And you got Great Basin on Thursdays. You got 3rd Street on Wednesdays.
Right.
Red Rock on Sundays. Waterfall on Sundays as well.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, I don't know if it was you, Wayne. Somebody told me that Sean Connors is getting an open mic going. Like Fridays or something.
No, he's trying to start something up at Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
At Strega.
That's right. Okay. So, like, there's a shit ton of places to perform here. So, go eat shit at the open mics.
Exactly.
And then you can maybe do Catch a Rising Star. You know, like Wayne's done in a bunch. After this run, I'll have done in a bunch. So, go pay your dues and fucking do some shit. I don't think I'm at Pioneer coming up.
Word.
But
Oh, yeah. If you want to be a pro wrestler, call the Reno Wrestle Factory at 775-762-2078. And ask for Steve.
2078.
I think. Let me check that.
Yeah,
number before I
that's
sign off.
right. I remember cutting the commercial for it.
Yeah.
762-2078. Something like that.
Yep. That's all I got for real.
Shout out to Empire Improv.
You know what?
I don't know anything.
All those good people.
We'll give RWF a commercial real quick.
See what I did for you guys there? Well, see what he did for you guys there?
The many things I've done for that wrestling company.
762-2078.
All right, this looks like a good commercial. I don't know if I cut this or if Brian Miller cut it. It's probably Brian Miller.
Brian Miller's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He went to the WWE show with us. Well, not with us, but he was
Chubby's
there.
a good guy, too.
Chupacabra.
And
All
Lester.
Right, here's a commercial.
Professional wrestling.
I did cut this one.
For everybody.
It's not
it
for
takes
everybody.
Hard work.
It's hard work.
Dedication. And a will to survive.
It's not for everybody. If you want to be the best.
If you want to be the best, you have to train with the best. Train at the Reno Wrestle Factory.
Yeah, there was a little commercial. Yeah, I cut that one.
I could hear you.
I know. I can hear my voice.
Train with the best.
I got to make it all dramatic. All right. With that, my name is Drake Nelson. On behalf of Mr. Adam Thornstowe and Wayne Walsh, we are out of here. Fucking stop playing. What's the deal? There it goes. A little outro. Thanks for watching.